Hello, y'all. Today we are talking about a few things. I have my notes here and I want to make sure that I am live on Instagram just so that we get going. If you are here, definitely say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hello. Today we have a few things on the docket. I'm looking down at my notes. There's a lot going on social media this week, and I'm really excited to get into it all. Everyone is moving from TikTok over to YouTube because TikTok has a lot going on. We're going to talk about that today. And I'm going to share some thoughts for the people who are finding it so difficult to move over to YouTube. I've been on YouTube for years, I've had multiple YouTube channels. And for me, I feel like uh, I want to share a formula with you guys that's going to make it easy to make your content longer. A lot of you guys are struggling with moving from TikTok to YouTube because it's longer form content. I'm going to share how you can continue to, hey, Nikki, I'm going to share how you can continue to do what you're doing, but also to expand that content a bit so that you're not struggling with, longer form content. So I really want to get into that with you guys. I want to talk about that because I feel like it's so important for you to find a home for your content that you trust and that you're really happy with. Hey, y'all. Hey. So if you are a person that creates more short form content, let me know down in the comments. Let me know all the things. Let's talk about it. Okay. Second on the docket today, I have we're talking about Instagram being focused on AI. I want to go through Adam Mosseri's just what he put up, and I want to talk about it with you guys. Like, what does it mean for you and your visibility? You guys know how I feel about live streaming and going live. I've been going live for 10 years now. 10 years. Isn't that crazy, y'all? And so I want to talk about that today as well. Now, the last thing that I do want to touch on in this little segment of what's going on this week is about threads. How are you guys feeling about threads lately? I've been loving it, and I want to talk about threads and the importance of threads. A lot of y'all are not on threads, and it's such a great place for you to connect with new people, to find new people in your ecosystem. It's just, I've been enjoying it. And if you have, let me know down in the comments as well. We're going to talk about threads. I'm going to go a little deeper onto it and how it can just change things for you. Threads for me, of course, I'm Trinidadian, so I'm trying not to say treads because we leave the H out of everything. But threads is so cool because it completely changed the way that I think about my content a few years ago. And I want to talk about that too. I want to give you guys all the tea on that. So that's the social media news, things that I'm finding interesting. Also, I want to talk about how I'm helping you guys this week. Of course, if you did not know, I have a live free 3-day intensive starting tomorrow. Make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Make sure you have your notifications turned on. You do not want to miss this. We are speaking about building your live show. I'm in the process of building my live show. I've been teaching people how to build their live shows for years, and I'm bringing back my showbiz intensive because I'm seeing so much going on social media, and I want to dissect that with you guys, but also show you how you yourself can think about the concept of a show if it's something that you've been wanting to do for a while. So you want to make sure that you're tuned in for that. So I'm going to share a little bit more about that later on. We're going to talk about a live challenge that I am hosting and how you can get on the wait list for that. And I'm going to talk about tools, y'all. So I got to share with you guys 3 tools that I am loving. One is AI, and it's pertaining to YouTube. So if you're looking to grow YouTube, wanting to spend more time on YouTube, you want to pay attention to that. I'm going to share about a tool that I am loving right now for live streaming. So we're going to talk about that as well because I have some content coming out and I want to preface it. So I do want to talk about that as well. And of course, I want to talk about the camera that I've been loving this whole week. I've been creating content for my Spotlight Studio membership. I've been creating deep dives, like in-depth behind the scenes. I recorded one yesterday and I was so tired after I was done, but I've been loving doing it with the Action 6 camera. And we'll talk a little bit about that today. So we have a few things that we want to get through. So I hope you guys have time. If you are snowed in, hey friends. But I want to make sure that I'm covering all of this with you guys. And if you're watching the replay, definitely say hello. Let me make sure that I have my comments turned on so I could see you guys. Hey. How are you guys doing? Hey, Caleb. I have so much on the docket today. I just realized also I want to keep my comments up here on YouTube We'll talk about that in a little bit. Hey, Nikki. Hey, hey, hey. I'm just now seeing all of the comments. It's so good to see you guys. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Hey, Britt Not Spears. Britt, I love your name. Okay. Hey, Migs. How are you? Okay. Yes, we have a few juicy things on the docket. And so the first thing I want to speak about, obviously, with you guys is for sure TikTok and moving over to TikTok. I have so many thoughts about moving over to YouTube. I have so many thoughts about this. First of all, we all know that TikTok is, y'all remember, we're on the shorts feed as well because I'm using Ecamm Live, the dual mode. And so we're going to have trolls in the comments, but you guys know we don't care, right? So we're going to have a good time and learn a lot. So a lot is going on with TikTok. The everyone is mad. Everyone is upset. Wait. Camila, I want to welcome you to the Spotlight Studio. You joined our membership, and I'm so happy that you did. I hope you're getting a chance to look around. We have our first live session tomorrow that you will be able to attend. Well, we've had live sessions, but it's your first. So I just want to welcome you into Spotlight. If you guys are interested in Spotlight, I have that information down below in the description if you're on YouTube. But I want to give you a big warm welcome, Camila. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're coming to class tomorrow. I cannot wait to meet you. Okay, let's get back into TikTok, y'all. Listen, I know, Nikki, it is horrendous. Okay. But listen, so TikTok is being very shady. Okay. So over the weekend, I was snowed in. I'm in Dallas, and a few people were on the Threads feed speaking about just TikTok on the whole. It's not showing their content. I uploaded a video yesterday. That video has 0 views still. We all know that TikTok they've changed the algorithm because of course the company was sold, but now they're also taking away the ability for creators to get paid on the platform. Like, things are completely changing. I feel like it's people's worst nightmare. I know so many people that were depending on TikTok, being paid on TikTok. Creators made a full living on TikTok. And now it's really unfair that now the company is not in the same hands as it used to be. Things are completely changing. And so a lot of us, I feel like we have two sets of people who never trusted TikTok, didn't want anything to do with TikTok, and people who love TikTok, were thriving on it, and all the things. And I feel like over the past few years lately, it's just been up and down and in and out. How are you guys feeling about TikTok? Are you on TikTok? Have you been using TikTok? I do want to share that YouTube is such a beautiful place and space, and they pay very well. And even though we're probably only thinking about what we can get paid from a platform, guys, I have made so much money from my YouTube channel, and I'm still under 20K subscribers. Okay. And when I say have made so much money, it is the thing that has gotten me brand partnerships. It has gotten me opportunities, like speaking opportunities, travel. I've worked with brands that I've dreamed of working with. I have my own memberships, courses, all the things. You just have to understand how to use it. So there are so many ways to make money from YouTube. And I want you guys to stop sleeping on this platform. So if you are a creator and you create mostly short form content, I want you to realize that the opportunities over on YouTube are endless. One, two, YouTube is the platform, okay? YouTube, the algorithm changes very seldomly, but what I love about YouTube, and I'm on the back end of a lot of YouTube partner programs and creative programs with the YouTube teams themselves. And so what I love about this platform is they actually want you to win. So that is one of the best parts about YouTube and being on YouTube. They want you to win. They will teach you how to win on the platform. Okay. And this is not the first time I've been, have had a YouTube partner, been working closely with YouTube. Even in the past with my older YouTube channels, when I had a beauty channel, I had a YouTube partner back in the day. I guess they just love, I don't know what it is, y'all, but I'm always blessed to be on the inside of understanding what's going on with YouTube because, I have a YouTube partner and I'm around other YouTubers and I'm around creators. I have a lot of creator friends. Like, I am blessed in that way. And so when I tell you guys it's one of the best platforms, it's one of the best platforms that you could possibly get yourself on. Now, a lot of people are nervous about, how do I expand my content? Like, Zaylee, I'm going from 90-second content, 6-second content. I'm going from dancing. I'm going from all the things. YouTube Shorts is where you would put all of that content. Okay. And so the beauty of YouTube Shorts is that it's great for discoverability. I use it when I want to test something, when I want to get out of my ecosystem. It's its own algorithm, and it's similar to what TikTok used to be. And so I know people that have gotten their 100 subscriber plaques from Shorts as well. So it's a great place to transfer or translate your content if you are over on TikTok. But the cool thing about YouTube is that you can create longer form content. If you guys know, I'm live on YouTube right now. This video will be repurposed and it will sit here and it can garner views and, all of those things. Like, there's so much longevity in YouTube. And that is one of the most beautiful things about it. I've been on this platform for years as well. And it's I would not have it any other way. I genuinely love YouTube. If you are coming over from TikTok to YouTube, the first thing that no one is talking about that I would ask you to do is start consuming YouTube content. So start looking around, start looking at YouTubers, start finding favorite YouTubers, people you like, content that you're interested in. Start consuming that longer form content if you know that's what you want and desire and what you want to get into, right? Y'all keep commenting because I love y'all in the comments. I'm gonna go through the comments in a little bit, but I just want to make sure I dial this in because it's so important. Make sure that you are finding YouTubers that you enjoy, YouTubers that you like. This is for everyone here. If you want to be successful on YouTube, start consuming content on the platform. Start understanding your industry on the YouTube platform as well. See what others are doing. And I'm not saying steal from them, but understand all of the formulas are already there. If you pay attention, you will begin to understand what works and what doesn't work. It's kind of like most YouTubers might say, hey, y'all, hey, guys. Like, yes, it's because, we also consume and enjoy other YouTubers. And sometimes we end up doing and saying the same thing, which I have thoughts about. I could talk about this forever. However, I'm not going to go into that today. But it's good to start consuming on the platform and seeing what works, finding your favorite people that you absolutely love on the platform and observing the psychology behind what they're doing and what is working. So that's one. Two, if you want to expand your content, this is a little formula that I have that I like thinking about because a lot of times we feel like, Zaylee, if I come onto YouTube, I have to be either a vlogger. I have to know all the things. I have to be a guru. I have to be all the things. Remember this little formula, right? And I have it written down because I like to keep it on my computer. So you guys know I love a good Post-it. So it's on a Post-it right on my computer. And so it says content equals how I plus the why. This is going to help you expand your content a bit. So how I plus the why is going to help you. So maybe I'm sharing like how I set up to record my YouTube videos, and to expand that, I would add the why. This is why I do this. This is how I do it, but this is why I do this. What this does is it just automatically gives you a specific perspective. On YouTube, we love people with a specific perspective. We love a deep dive. We love to see people's personality and to fall in love with people. And that's why the platform does so well. I'm sure you have YouTubers that you have loved throughout time and grown with as well, right? So it's such a beautiful platform for that. The beauty is you can do your short form and your long form, and you can link your short form to your long form if you do desire. The third thing, and I saw this on Threads, I actually told someone on Threads this today, is be gentle with yourself, friends. Be gentle with yourself. I remember I come from long form. I come from blog posts. I come from podcasting. I come from live streaming, long form. I come from long form YouTube videos. My YouTube videos used to be like master classes. I still have some that I'm like, oh my gosh. And also, even looking at YouTube right now, the master class is back in effect, right? I was doing master classes on YouTube years ago. Like I would do a full breakdown of my video set and all of those things, right? And so, did I forget what I was going to say? I I think I did. I think I did. I was gonna say something really good though. Okay, wait. YouTube master classes. What was I saying? ADHD is getting me, y'all. Ugh, it's gonna come back, but it's such a beautiful platform to be on. How I plus Y, that's gold. So how I plus the Y, and that is going to help you give a little body to your content, right? TikTok did feel like Vine back in the day. Okay, so Migs is saying this sucks because TikTok has a different type of community. The TikTok feels like a kickback, but YouTube feels more professional. I feel like when your people begin to get to know you on YouTube, it can become like that. And I would say if that's something that you're worried about, like you gotta like if you show especially live streaming, I'm talking about live streaming this for the next I don't know how long because I've always spoken about it, but even if you're live, you start building that kind of community. Sometimes I'm live and I can't even focus because you guys are in the comments having a grand old time and I'm like, wait, I want to be a part of the fun. So I want you to think about coming over to YouTube because it is such an amazing platform. Cherise, hey, Cherise said, I was on YouTube, but it takes so long to edit content and get views. Cherise, if that's what you're struggling with, we're not editing here today. There's no edits happening. Well, there might be an edit because I can upload this and repurpose it and cut down some of the clips and all of that stuff. But, if you are live on YouTube and on YouTube, I also want to say, for going live, you have to have, I think, 50 subscribers if you want to go live from mobile. But if you want to go live from your computer, like I am doing right now, it's 0 subscribers. You don't have to, right? So you can actually grow your YouTube platform from live streaming like this as well. And there's no editing involved. The thing I love about YouTube is it's multifunctional and multidimensional. So there's so many different ways to create content on YouTube. There's the community posts. Yeah, a lot of people love using the community posts. It's kind of like a little mini Instagram where you can add your photos and carousels and polls. There's so much you can do on the YouTube platform. It's like a one-stop shop. So if editing is something that you're struggling with, you can definitely do that. Okay, so Camila, let's jump into Threads. That is second on my docket. Well, it was third, but let's move it up and then we'll speak a little bit about Threads, right? Threads is one of the places that I love, you guys. Let me tell you something. Threads is just a vibe of a place. It's kind of like what Migs is speaking about when it comes to TikTok. I feel like the comment section on TikTok, we're on Threads right now, having a grand old time. And so, if you're intentional, you can find ways to connect and communicate with people and grow your audience on Threads, and in turn, even grow your audience over on YouTube. So, for me, I love going in between sharing just honest thoughts that I have. But the other thing is like outside of that, I know that there are strategic things I want to do to grow my audience, to build my community. There's so much that I can do when it comes to being on Threads that serves my business, but also serves like, a part of me that just wants to hang out and chill and connect, right? Caleb says, I love looking on Threads. It is so much fun. It is such a great place to also source ideas for your content. So a lot of times I'll see people speak about things and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to address that. Or even for the show that we're having tonight, I'm picking all of this up from Threads. I'm like, these are true concerns that people are having based on things that are happening. And so I'm like, okay, I want to talk about these. I want to expand on them because I have a perspective. I have a thought. Anytime I have an idea and I don't know if I want to really make an expansive video about it, I'll test it on Threads. So there's so many things that you can do on Threads and there is a community there. The cool thing is get on Threads and look to see if people are looking for or thinking about whatever it is that you offer or your industry. You can do your research on Threads and see what questions people have. For me, I love cameras. I like going to see what questions people have about cameras. I love creating about DJI products or Insta360 products. And I like going on Threads and seeing like, what are people struggling with? Like this week, I saw a lot of, I hate my Osmo Pocket and the way that, it records. So I'm going to get a different camera. That's a good, topic for me to talk about on my channel, like the Osmo Pocket versus another camera, or which is better, the Osmo Pocket 3 or the Sony ZV-1, because I saw someone trading in their Osmo Pocket for a Sony ZV-1. There's so much that we can get on Threads, and I think it's just a great opportunity for us to decide, for us to create content that is simple. Like it's simple. It's not like you're sitting there creating for hours. You just put that content out there. It's not like Instagram where you create something and you kind of wait to see if anybody's going to like it, or it's not like that. Just, you know, you just have to be intentional about it all. So who's on Threads right now? I would love to know, while I am jumping into the next topic, but making sure that I'm following my list. You guys know I don't play with my notes. I always have my notes here when I'm live because I want to make sure that I'm keeping things, you know, focused. P.S. I want to answer some in-depth questions after. So please, friends, make sure that you're asking questions as we chit chat, and I'll be going back through all of the comments. All right. Now, if my husband is listening, I'm going to beg him to bring me some water in a little glass. Please, Rio. I don't know if you are listening, but hopefully you are. Okay. So let's jump into Instagram. Instagram is focused on AI right now. How are you guys feeling about Instagram right now? I want to read a comment, but I want you guys to answer. How are you feeling about Instagram, guys? I really want to know. This is literally a genuine question. Everyday living with, is it Lorena? I hope I'm saying that correctly. Are you saying everyday living with the queen? Because then yes. Okay. I just started my YouTube channel. There is so much to learn. I love your channel and purchased my DJI because of you. Thank you. You know what, y'all? I will say DJI owes me a check. They need to run me my money, because the amount of people that purchased an Osmo Pocket because of me, or used their Osmo Pocket because of me, I'm so grateful for you guys. Really, really, really grateful. Okay, so let me see. I'm just seeing this from Charisse. Charisse says, I post daily on Threads and no traction at all. Charisse, it's the same for like all of your content. Think about all of your content. When I used to feel like that, it was because I was talking to myself and I wasn't solving anything for anyone else. So that was the first thing that I had to check. Like, okay, sometimes people get on Threads and they talk to themselves. Like they'll say, I'm feeling like having pizza today. So how can you flip that content and think about joining a conversation that's happening on Threads? Sometimes I will see something and I'm like, oh, I have something to say about this. And I'll just go on my account and write about it, or answer someone's question by starting my own thread and giving my own thought about it. The other thing about Threads loves a story. So if you really want people to tap into something, tell a story or share a story. So today I wanted to share one of my YouTube videos where I broke down my full studio that you guys are seeing here. And I shared a little bit of a story, and then I shared the YouTube video, and people are currently liking it, right? Like I'm getting notifications as we're sitting here. So think about it in that way. So those are 2 little tips. Use those this week and come back next week when we're live and tell me what you think. Okay. But essentially, so much is going on Instagram right now, right? So Britney Spears says, Instagram has gone downhill for me with engagement in the last few months, and it's frustrating. I get it, Brit. You ain't never lie. Shout out to hubby with the water. Shout out to hubby with everything. Okay, Mix, because listen. Okay, Cherie said I was posting daily affirmations for others. Ooh, Charisse, what is your Threads account? Is it the same as your Instagram account? I would love to look at it and give you some live feedback, if that is okay. If you let me know if it's the same, then we can chat about it. Envy knows, hey, how are you feeling about Instagram? I would love to know. But yeah, so let's jump into, I wonder if I can change my scene on here, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. I would love to take you guys behind the scenes. I kind of have my pages set up. Let me see. Let's test this together and see if it will work. because y'all know this is the perfect time to test like all the tech things, right? So we're gonna switch scene a little bit, and you guys are gonna let me know if this scene has switched. Okay. But essentially, listen, Adam, listen, out here with us struggling. Okay. So he's saying the key risk is that the key risk Instagram faces is that as the world changes more quickly, the platform fails to keep up. Looking forward to 2026, one major shift, authenticity is becoming uh infinitely reproducible. Okay, not them testing my reading skills. Everything that made creators matter, the ability to be real, to connect, to have a voice that couldn't be faked, is now accessible to anyone with the right tools. Deepfakes are getting better. AI generates photos and videos indistinguishable from captured media. I don't fully agree with that, but okay. Power has shifted from institutions to individuals because the internet made it so anyone with a compelling idea could find an audience. The cost of distributing information is zero. Individuals, and we're going to break this down a little bit, not publishers or brands, establish that there's a significant market for content from people. Trust in institutions is at an all-time low. Are you guys feeling that too? We've turned to self-captured content from creators that we trust and admire. We like to complain about AI slop, but there's a lot of amazing AI content. Even the quality AI content has to look, though, too slick, skin too smooth. That will change. We're going to see more realistic AI content. Authenticity is becoming a scarce resource, driving more demand for creator content, not less. The bar is shifting from can you create to can you make something that only you could create. Unless you are under 25, you probably think about Instagram as a feed of square photos. Remember that, y'all? Polished makeup, skin smoothing, and beautiful landscapes. That feed is dead. Ooh, okay. People stopped sharing personal moments to feed years ago. The primary way people share now is in the DMs, blurry photos, and shaky videos of daily experiences. Shoe shots and unflattering candids. This raw aesthetic has bled into public content across art rooms. The camera companies are betting on the wrong aesthetic. They're competing to make everyone look like a pro photographer from 2015, but in a world where AI can generate flawless imagery, the professional look becomes the tell. Flattering imagery is cheap to produce and boring to consume. People want content that feels real. Savvy creators are leaning into unproduced, unflattering images. In a world where everything can be perfected, imperfection becomes a signal. Rawness isn't just aesthetic preference anymore, it's proof. Oh, did he use ChatGPT to write this? It's defensive, a way of saying this is real because it's imperfect. Relatively quickly, AI will create any aesthetic you like, including an imperfect one that presents as authentic. At that point, we need to shift our focus to who says something instead of what is being said. For most of my life, I could safely assume photographs or videos were largely accurate captures of moments that happened. This clearly is no longer the case and is going to take us years to adapt. We're going to move from assuming what we see is real by default to starting with skepticism. We've already started that. Paying attention to who is sharing something and why. This will be uncomfortable. We're genetically predisposed to believing our eyes. Platforms like Instagram will do good work identifying AI content, but they'll get worse over time as AI gets better. It will be more practical to fingerprint real media than fake media. Camera manufacturers will cryptographically sign images at capture, creating a chain of custody. Labeling is only part of the solution. We need to surface much more context about the accounts sharing content so that people can make informed decisions. Who is behind the account? In a world of infinite abundance and infinite doubt, the creators who can maintain trust and signal authenticity by being real, transparent, and consistent will stand out. We need to build the best creative tools, label AI generated content, and verify authentic content. Surface credibility signals about who's posting, continue to improve ranking for originality. Instagram is going to have to evolve in a number of ways and fast. Y'all, this is this is interesting. Okay, it's so interesting. I want to know how you feel about what we just read. It sounds like ChatGPT wrote it. I'm not gonna lie. Caleb said it's time to get weird on the internet. AI can't get weird like me. Exactly. Okay. So here's my thing. I think for me, when I think about what he is saying, it's kind of like when we think about the music industry and we complain about the music that is out there, right? And we feel like I want to say quote unquote trash music is what is everyone is listening to, and what we're kind of programmed to listen to is kind of like an artist and their record company can pay for their record to be played over and over until we like the record. Has that ever happened to anyone? Like, I'll listen to something and I don't like the record, and because I'm hearing it over and over again because they're paying for playlisting and such, I begin to like it. I feel like when we think about Instagram, when we think about Meta, Facebook, Instagram, because they have been pushing a specific type of content, of course, it's what we are gravitating to right now. Anyone understand what I'm saying, or am I crazy? Obviously, what they are telling us we like now is what has been pushed out there, what has been generated. And so it's why the artists, the actual talented artists, are struggling right now. It's why everything looks the same. It's why everything sounds the same. It's why everyone is, and don't get me wrong, I love AI and I use AI, but I also feel like if the platforms weren't pushing certain things, so he's literally telling us he's going to keep pushing it. Okay, or they are going to keep pushing it, but they are also going to have to evolve. You guys kind of created the problem that we are having right now. Okay. Sharice said, I'm still listening to music from the 90s, so I don't fall for that trap. I mean, Sharice, listen, when we think about socials, like for me, I work on social media. And so we have those little clips, or, like the trending sounds or the things so it's kind of like, and so because of that, I tell my husband all the time, sometimes I'm in the car with him and I'm like, I've never heard the rest of this song. I've only heard the trending part that plays. It's kind of like Steve Lacy a few years ago had a song that was trending on TikTok, sold out a full concert, and people only like enjoyed that one clip or song that was playing because it was playing over and over. We've gotten used to it. He's a very talented artist, and people didn't like the rest of songs that he performed because they didn't know anything about his catalog. And everything is just being diluted as we go on and on. However, if we think about where the world is going, of course, we are going to have to get a bit more messy with things. I was just sharing inside of my membership that anytime I am on camera like this, I get accused of being AI, right? So that's why sometimes I will film with like different cameras. It's why I love action cameras, because it's a good medium between high quality and your phone. So, it's just so much that we have to adapt to as we begin to create, or as we are creating. One thing that people are, and you are going to see it, one thing that people are going to be forced to do more and more is live streaming, because the AI right now can't stream live right now, can't have an opinion right now, can't hold an audience's attention right now. Okay. And it's going to be a while for it to be able to do that. Hey, Gil. No, I'm not AI. But yeah, so I want you to remember that there are ways to get around whatever it is that is happening, but you're just going to have to be, if you are being 50% of yourself online, you're going to have to be 60, 70, 80% of yourself. Okay. You have mannerisms. You have different things that you do. You have words that you say all the time. I stumble all the time. I ooh and all the time. Like all the things that people are afraid of when it comes to live streaming. Honey, I'm there. Okay. I just read in front of y'all and felt like I was in, I don't know what grade, trying to read word for word. Right. Remember those days? Did y'all have those? Listen, I'm from Trinidad. We would have to like stand and read in front of the class. Okay, honey. So, I'm thankful for those days because I could read with you guys right now. But hello, right? Things like that. Even me sharing with you guys like parts of my life and aspects of my life. Those things are so important in this season because it's going to take AI a while to, catch up with sharing real things, real thoughts, real perspectives. Um, yeah. So if you are thinking about starting to go live, it is something that I want you guys to definitely think about even more deeply in this season because AI can replicate a carousel, they can make reels, they can do all the things, but you know, this is something that you will begin seeing more and more is a requirement for you to be able to. And if you don't know my story, I used to be so afraid of going live, y'all. I mean, like petrified. Okay. And here we are. Here we are. Okay. Listen, standing and they put us through so much. Okay, but I wanted to share that with you guys because it's so important that we recognize things like this. And of course, everything has its pros and cons, right? Sometimes you're going to have trolls in the comments, you're going to have people, but listen, this is why I'm committed to teaching camera confidence and to helping people to get confident on camera and with their cameras. It is one of the best ways to grow your brand and put yourself out there and stop watching everyone win and start winning yourself. I used to be there too. And so I want to encourage you today, pick up the camera, friends, and join a community of people who are doing so. Gil just said, I love live streaming for that reason. Authenticity. Yes, because we can be honest and real and share things. If you know my full on workflow for live streaming, yes, I'll plan out like my thoughts and ideas for a live stream, but my assistant will take a transcript from a live stream and break everything down. I teach this to you guys as well, right? We're going to talk about this in our intensive. Remember, the Showbiz Intensive is free. It's a 3-day intensive. You'll be live with me on YouTube. It is going to be from tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central, so that's 7 p.m. Eastern. We will be live together tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, completely free. You will leave with loads of notes. It's going to blow your mind. And I'm going to break down everything that you need to think about when it comes to creating your own show, live streaming, all of that. I got you covered. Okay. So next on the docket, guys. So we spoke about everyone moving from TikTok to YouTube because they should. Hello. We spoke about Instagram being focused on AI. We spoke about Threads a little bit. I'm going to answer some questions after, but I also want to make sure that I'm sharing with you, Migs, get on the wait list. If you're on YouTube and you're on my long form video, you will see the link to join the wait list down below. Join that wait list so that you get all the emails of when we're starting and all of that jazz. Thank you so much for asking. So, and also the waitlist will let you know everything you need to know about the challenge that I am hosting privately. I do this all the time and people always leave lit up. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely do that as well. You don't want to miss it. Drop the link for the intensive, or do we just pop up on YouTube? Is there a replay? That's so many good questions, Sharice. So Rio, if you can drop the link for the intensive, for the wait list. If you're on the wait list, you will find out about the intensive. I will be emailing you when we're going to start and stuff so that you don't have to be confused, but we will be on YouTube as well. So you can also, Sharice, make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel as well. I don't know if I feel like when I'm teaching like this, because let me show you guys. When I'm doing the intensive work, this is what the intensive entails, y'all. So I'm going to switch back a little bit for you guys, right? When I'm teaching based on intensive, like I already have all of my slides together for all days. Okay. It's a time. You can see all of them here right now. And so if you are on the wait list, the wait list will let you know about my challenge, of course, but it's also going to let you know all the times for the Showbiz Intensive. You do not want to miss it. If you've been thinking about going live, this is something that you do want to attend. You can see all of my slides planned out. We're going to get into some goodness. I'm going to teach you all about creating a show, things that you need to think about, how to align your show with your audience, all the things. So you don't want to miss this. And if you don't want to miss it and you want to be on that list, Rio can drop that link so that you guys can get into the things, okay? Because I want to make sure that you guys are good. Okay. Right, Megs? That man. Uh, he's a good man, Savannah. Okay, Meg said he already signed up. Awesome. Okay, y'all. Okay, so listen. The next thing that we are jumping into, so I told you about the intensive. I wanted to make sure to do that. The second thing that I do, so right now I'm telling you about how I'm helping you guys this week. So that's the first way. The intensive is the first way that I'm helping you guys because I'm deep diving. You're going to learn so much for free. Don't get nervous. Okay. Of course, after the intensive, I will be telling you about my live challenge. And so if you want to stay around for that, fine. You don't have to, as long as you pick up what I'm putting down in the free intensive. Also, if you have never been here, friend, I don't give fluff. I don't do fluff. We don't do fluff around here. Look at my YouTube videos. I don't do fluff. Okay. I teach. And so make sure that you are here so that you can get all of that good information. Let me see. What else do I have on the docket? We spoke about a little bit about live streaming and the power of live streaming, especially in the world of AI right now, and how it's a skill that you can build. Live streaming is a skill, okay? Even if you feel like you're not great at it right now, it is something that you can learn as you go along. What questions do you guys have about live streaming, if you have any? Sharice said, "Is the same time as marriage and Bible study group." I'm Sharice, yes. There, if you're on the list, you will also get the replay, Sharice. So make sure that you sign up. Make sure that you go on that wait list so that you can get on there. I love it. Marriage Bible group study. Yes. um, Please repeat why I need to move away from TikTok. Hey, Leafberry, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Okay, so I'm not going to go as deep as I went earlier on into it because I give tips on how you can think about your transition from TikTok to YouTube as well. So you want to go back. This will be a replay. So if stick around after we end the live, you can go into all of the things. You just got into TikTok. TikTok is amazing, but it has changed so much. And so you want to go to a place where you can still get discovery for your audience, like grow your audience and have new people find you. But there's just a lot going on TikTok. Creators are not being paid, all of those things. So wanting to make sure that you guys are on a platform that can allow you to be discovered. So I would recommend either Facebook or YouTube. I mean, Instagram is its own thing, okay? But if you are thinking about growing and monetizing, Facebook and YouTube are two of the best places to be. For me, YouTube, because YouTube also allows for people to find your content for years. YouTube has videos that have been paying me from YouTube for years, but also have been paying me it with people building a community, people finding me, brands finding me, so many opportunities from YouTube specifically. So it's something that I would recommend for sure, especially being someone who has been on YouTube for years and has gone through changes in my business on YouTube and seeing YouTube go through changes as well. Gil said, how important is multi-streaming to different platforms? That is such a good question, Gil. So for me, multi-streaming allows for me to reach a lot of people in less time. So I definitely went through that phase of having like different phones to do things like, going live on Facebook early, going live on Instagram at a certain time, like all of those things. And so multi-streaming allows for so many things. I wish I could like break it down for you. And I feel like I might do a video on this, but I feel like whenever I know I have a time that I'm going live, I know that I'm able to go live and multi-stream to all of my platforms. So that might include LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And so it allows for me to touch people on all of those different platforms. Now, here's the thing. You know how people might be like, oh my gosh, I want to test out Facebook and see if I can grow an audience there. Well, I'm live streaming to Facebook and I'm always looking at that data as well. So I love looking at data, seeing, are people interacting? What are my DMs looking like? Are they responding to my CTAs? So it's great for testing a new platform as well, but also staying focused on the platforms that you do want to grow and expand on. So, for me, I love YouTube. YouTube is always my first preference to go live because the video saves. It saves in 4K. I can also switch up my SEO and my thumbnail after the live stream. I can transcribe my live stream and make threads from it, carousels from it. I can do so much. So for me, multi-streaming allows for me to, reach different people. So even I'm using Ecamm Live to multi-stream right now, and I can see you guys' comments on the back end. And I'm seeing people from all of the different platforms I'm streaming on asking questions. And I can answer those questions. I can feature your comments on my screen. And so it just allows for that consistency without me having to individually stream to those specific platforms. And it also allows for me to test new platforms, because sometimes I know even for TikTok, right? When we think about TikTok and streaming to TikTok, I feel like the longer that you're streaming and you're not, because TikTok is so weird, especially for live streams. Like even if I have a plan to live stream on TikTok live, it's good to know the vibe of the platform. So on YouTube, I could come on, I have advice I want to share with you guys, and I can leave that advice for you. I feel like with TikTok, it's more of the longer you stay on live, people kind of come on and vibe. And so for me and the way that my business and life is set up, I won't really do that. But if I am live for an hour on another platform, then, if people on TikTok sign on and look, well, fine. Right. So there's so many different ways or reasons that I multi-stream, but it is so powerful because I make sales on all platforms whenever I go live. I want you guys to repeat this, and I'll be repeating this over the next few days. Whenever I go live, I make money. Whenever I go live, I make money. And it is so true. So for me, whether it is a brand watching on YouTube, whether it is someone who has been on my channel and they've been watching for a while and they've been like getting all of the content, but they didn't know the person behind it, me being live allows for us to build a deeper relationship. It allows for me to get to know you guys. There are people that have been in my ecosystem for years, like over 10 years, and live streaming was a thing that allowed for them to come into my inbox and ask, like, do you work one-to-one with people? Do you have courses? How else can I learn from you? I want to learn from you. I want to join your community. Like, live streaming is just so perfect for that. Okay, so let me answer a few more questions. I hope that was helpful, Gil. Let me know if you have any other questions. Hey, Elisha, how are you? Would you recommend downloading TikTok Reels and reposting them on YouTube? Yes. Or will the music be an issue on YouTube? No. The music won't be an issue. You just can't do it through YouTube Studio. You have to do it, if you're doing it on your phone, Cherise, make sure that you are, and Cherise, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I'm also realizing I'm a little bit fuzzy on IG and I don't know why. Or I'm just fuzzy on the whole. Maybe my camera is not focusing. Rio, do I look fuzzy to you, Rio? I want to know. For some reason, I'm realizing that right now. Anyway, I'll let it figure itself out. But yes, you would just need to. So you can also find the same song on YouTube as well, on YouTube Shorts. So that is something that you can think about, Cherise. Just make sure to do it, from your phone, literally, so that you can go through the full process. It's just like uploading to TikTok. Okay, let me see what else you guys are saying. What camera lens do you have for live streaming? My camera, you guys, I have a free course coming out on that. You can see it, right? I don't know why that's happening. Hold on. Yeah, it's kind of fuzzy. I don't know why. Okay, so Rio is figuring out why I'm a little bit fuzzy right now. Okay, so but let me go ahead and answer the question. Okay, I'm done answering Cherise. Yes, your music is not going to be. Ooh, he cut me off, y'all. Your music is not going to be an issue. Let me see. I'm curious to know what. I use different setups to go live. Sometimes you guys will see me live here. Sometimes you'll see me live on my bigger set. So I'm live in different ways. And so right now I am using a 6100 camera. And the lens is an 11 millimeter Yongnuo lens, f.18. So I have a free course coming up about this specific setup because it's so simple. And so you'll be able to see that in a bit. I don't know why that happened. I'm a little bit fuzzy right now, but That's what happens when you're live. All sorts of things happen when you're live. Okay. Let me see. Meg said TikTok live is a different vibe. A lot of DJs utilize it. Exactly, right? I feel like it's more of you spending time on the platform itself. It's not even, let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me just test this out. I don't know what happened. Like, even if I put my hand here, it usually um yeah, I don't know. That is so weird. Maybe it's because I'm also using, I think it's probably Ecamm as well because I'm using the beta version. Okay, so let's keep it pushing. As long as the audio is good. Y'all can hear me, right? TikTok live is so odd. YouTube is where it's at for me. I feel the same way. Same way. Um, Meg said you've been doing this for 10 years, and I just found your page 5 days ago. And that's why it's important to keep going, keep doing your thing, because that's what happens, right? So you're just coming into my ecosystem, and I'm so glad to have you. Migs, did you find me on YouTube? I would love to know. Yes to fuzzy. I don't know why that is, y'all. That is so crazy. I don't know why I'm fuzzy, but we're going to rock out with it because things like this happen unless I connect a different camera, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Okay, so maybe DJ, maybe DJI wants me to switch it for real. I don't know. Okay, as long as you guys can hear me. Okay, great. Okay, let me get a list. So I answered a few questions. I do want to talk about. Should I save some more for next week, guys? Well, it is. We've been on here for almost an hour. What should maybe I should save it. So I feel like the what I have to talk about, my remaining thoughts, right? Can you focus it manually? Because I feel like my background is focused. So that's crazy. Okay, Rio is fixing it, guys. Anyway, so, tools that I'm currently obsessed with. I was going to share some tools that I'm currently obsessed with. I was also going to share the tool that I'm loving for live streaming right now. And I was going to talk about my Action 6, but I feel like I might save that for another live stream because why not, right? Let me know what you guys think. How are you guys feeling in the comments about what we covered so far already? It's not okay. It kind of was just now. Okay, Mix said I found you on YouTube. Mix, did you find me on the shorts feed or the long feed? I would love to know as well. I don't know why that's happened. This is the first time that has happened, y'all. That is not a regular occurrence around here. But it was so much fun doing this. I definitely am. I'm building a show, which is why I'm doing the Showbiz Intensive. And that's why I want to keep you guys. Is there a manual focus on this lens? Yeah. Okay. Can you manually focus it? I just don't know why that's happening. But yeah, so that's why I am creating in this way. Hold on, let me see. Thank you, Natty Geek. Thank you for being here. I helped you get your Osmo Pocket 3 set up. I have more Osmo content coming. So that is pretty exciting. Cherise said, I feel more hopeful. I was about to, girl, no. Cherise, what is your reason for creating content? Don't give up. We're just getting started. Come on. I'm getting rid of my lens for the same reason. No, this has actually never happened. So I don't know what's happening on it. On my camera. I honestly think it's because I'm on beta. Gil said, great stuff so far. I've been following you for a while on YouTube. Gil, I'm so grateful that you are here. Thank you so much for being here. I think I found you on Threads, Gil, which is so cool. So I love interacting with your content there. Please, because I got all the filters and I don't really know how to. What filters? Are you speaking about the actual filters? Did you guys see me speaking about the extra views the other day? Well, okay, so let me see. Yeah, I don't know why it's not focusing. We are trying all the things, y'all, to see. Did you guys get the? Okay, I think we're back. There you go. Let's go. Woo! Thank you. Okay. Did you guys get the extra muse camera? Let me see if it's yeah. There we go. We're back. I created a video about this recently. because a lot of people want to know if they should get it instead of the Osmo Pocket 3. Okay, so TJ said, I found your channel a long time ago. Nice to see you live. Love to hear the specs. TJ, thank you. I feel like most of my YouTube channel, you guys are just silent. I have a very lurky audience on both on most of my platforms. And so that's why I have to go live, right? Because hello, Ecamm shouldn't interact with your camera. Definitely a lens. Yeah, it was posting before it went out of focus. Yeah, I don't know why that happened, but I'm currently on Ecamm beta, so I'm like, maybe that's the reason why. I'm not too sure. But thank you for that, Migs. We just figured it out. So I'm happy that I'm back in focus now. Hello. Let me see. Natty, which filters are you speaking about? Are you speaking about the filters that are on the camera, like here, like on the camera itself? I'm actually creating a video about the extra muse. I was live about it a while ago. Thank you, all of you guys who are even here. Cherie said, I create content to help busy women live well and be well. I went through an emotional breakdown because of burnout, and I want women to not have to have that story. That is such a powerful story. If content is the only way that you really communicate with those women, don't give up. Anytime I start feeling frustrated about my content, guys, I think about my mission. What am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for? So if you are here and you're a little bit frustrated with content, you know that it's a part of, your business and how you're growing your audience, and you know that it is a pathway for you to build a legacy and experience financial freedom. That is why I get on live. That is why I upload content. That is why I create. I create because I don't want you to feel scared about technology. I don't want you to feel nervous about putting yourself out there. I want to help you build that muscle. I want to walk by your side and help you understand how to use your tools, right? Like that is always my goal. And so anytime I get frustrated with content, I start thinking about things in that way. So I want you guys to think in that way when it comes to yours. The NSF filters. Okay, I will definitely think about creating more content on those filters. A lot of people ask me, and that is something that I need to do. Meg said I'm a loud follower when people go live. That's a beautiful thing. It's so easy to use. Okay, so Natty, I will make sure to make content about that. Okay. TJ said, do you do channel reviews? The best way for me to do a channel review for you is if you are inside of my Spotlight Studio. My community is an exclusive community. And you can find the information down below. That is where I get to work closely with you guys, see what you're doing. Two nights a month. My husband and I also, we also go live in there and talk about your video and your set, how you can improve on your lighting. And right now we are also hosting a challenge in there. So, you know, if you do want that a deeper connection, definitely check out our community. The link is inside of the description for this video. And I love meeting you guys. That's just, especially if you've been here for a while, I'm obsessed. I want to know more about you. Where did you find me? How did you find me? What was I talking about? What video was I? I love connecting with you guys and learning more about you as well. Well, thank you, Charisse. Thank you for being here. Charisse, did you find me you're on Instagram. I was about to ask, did you find me on Instagram? But I think you did. It was so cool being here with you guys. Oh, Charisse, I wanted to look at your threads. Let me see if I can find you on threads. Let's see. Okay, y'all. Why is my Charisse, are you the same name? I think I did ask that. I think so. And this is a cool thing. Like, even on live, I like taking a look at people's channels sometimes. So, because TJ, you just asked that. Even on here, sometimes if I have time, I will do it. I have 3 more things I wanted to talk about, but I think I want to talk about those things another time when I'm live, because I feel like we've been on here for a bit, but we've also gone through some things. And so that's always fun too. Let me see. Cherise. If you are still here, okay. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. All right. I found you on YouTube, but through another channel who mentioned you. Gotcha, Cherise. Thank you so much for being here. Let me see if I can share my screen so that I could show you. Natty Geek said, I found you through Vanessa's page. I love Vanessa. Vanessa's one of my favorite people. Okay. Watched all of your stuff. Your video on neurodivergence and posting content was life changing. I need to do a long form video on that. Yes. Listen, Vanessa is the real MVP. Okay. I was just chit chatting with her a few days ago. One of my favorite people. Hey, Gary. How are you, friend? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're keeping yourself warm because y'all know we just experienced some snow in Texas, but I don't know if it snowed. I don't think it snowed in Houston because someone in our membership said it didn't. Let me see. Okay. Wait. I am actually about to hold on, y'all. I'm looking for okay, here we go. I'm looking to share my screen again just so that I could go through Sharice's Sharice, is this you? Yes or no? Now I don't have my what do you call it? Comments up anymore. But I think this is you. Let me see. Let me see if I can jump back because I need to see if this is you so that I can give you some feedback on Threads. No snow in Houston. That's you. Okay, Sharice. Okay, so let me go back. Let's go back, y'all. Camila, I love me some Vanessa too. I am not gonna lie. Let me see. Okay. So Sharice, if I look at your Threads account, right? Guys, are you seeing my screen? Well, let me know if you are. I hope you are. Just so that we could go through it together. Okay, so you said okay, let me see. Kickboxing gave me permission to Okay. So I would say the first thing I've realized, Sharice, on Threads is that Threads does not like videos. So sometimes I want to share my videos on there and sometimes I share it. I don't care and I share it, but Threads does not like when you do this. That's what I'm observing. Okay. This isn't about loving every workout. It's about honoring the woman I am becoming, especially on the days I don't feel like it. Healthy habits. Okay, so Sharice, okay, again, it's the same thing, right? I don't think Threads likes us to repurpose. So that is one of the things that I want you to think about. That's one of the mistakes that I'm seeing outright. The other thing is a lot of us speak from a place of being a guru, or especially if you are, and I'm not saying you are speaking like a guru, right? So that's the first mistake that you're seeing. It looks repurposed. So your Threads account doesn't look like you're intentionally spending time on Threads specifically. Let me know if that makes sense, and I'm gonna deep dive in it some more. I'm gonna come back to face to face just to talk to you guys. Hey, Leanne. Hi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so let me tell you, Threads wants us to focus on Threads. If I could mute every other, and I do. So let me tell you guys. Every morning I have a brick. It's on the side of my fridge. Nikki is the person who introduced me to getting a brick. It kind of breaks up your phone. It locks your phone. The only platform that I don't always lock is Threads because, like I said, I use it in that way, right? I want to ask questions. I want to connect with people. So I'm not using Threads to repurpose. I'm using it to interact initially. So that's the first thing that I want you to think about. So Threads loves when you spend time on the platform, connect with others, comment on other people's content. If you see someone say something pertaining to like, I've been struggling with losing weight, or I've been struggling with getting the motivation to go to the gym, go on your Threads and create 5 things that you should think about, when it comes to going to the gym. Or I'll show you what a brick is if Rio brings my brick for me. If he's hearing me, Rio, okay, can you bring my brick? But so you could like share, like join the conversation. So a lot of us on threads are we repurpose and we're only talking to ourselves. I want you to think about the person that you're speaking to. I want you to start sharing more stories. So Charisse, I would ask, like, what started your wellness journey, right? Why did you start your wellness journey? So for me, if I was on threads, I would start by saying 2 years ago, am I annoying you? I'm like, I'm in and out, y'all. I would say 2 years ago, I realized that I could no longer take feeling sluggish, feeling like I have a bunch of brain fog, feeling this way and that way. I decided that I was going to take over my own life, and I started. So for me, my story is I started walking. I started walking and I started lifting weights. And when I started doing those two things, and I started wearing a tracker. So this is my real story, guys. I started wearing a tracker on my arm to track my blood sugar with my Aura Ring. If you look on socials, you'll see that. And so when I started combining those three things, everything started to change for me. I started dropping weight that I had on for like 3 or 4 years. It was such a hard process for me because I have been on camera for so long. I feel like people in my life have seen me go through having a tight fit body, then gaining weight. And remember, I'm on camera all the time. So they saw all of those changes, and I was internalizing those changes so much. But I still showed up. I still got on camera. I still ran my business. I still did all the things. And so you want to share your story kind of like that, right? Like, what was the breaking point? What happened? So if you're saying that you started after you had a mental health breakdown and felt suicidal, girl, that's what we want to hear. But we want to hear about the moment it happened. Like, what happened the night before you felt suicidal? Like, what about work? Did you call into work and tell them you're not coming in? Like, we want to, like, that's what threads is about. Like, so it's less of speaking at people but speaking to people. That's the difference. I have an old thread where I break this down. I need to look for it and repost it again. But let me know if that is helpful. And this is the brick, y'all. This is the brick. I don't know if you guys can see it. It literally, like, you have to place it somewhere. So if I am in bed in the morning and I want to get back access to Instagram or YouTube or all my apps, I literally have to wake up and walk to the fridge and unbrick it. And I don't really want to do that. Right. So I'm like, okay, let me say my prayers and let me meditate and journal so I can have a good day. Instead of just scrolling Instagram for hours, because that can happen, especially when you work for yourself. Oh my gosh. Leanne said, I love threads. It's such a great way to find your community and learn what they want to see from me as a creator. Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree with this. I feel like there were times where I'm like, oh, because there was a time, y'all. This is the thing. There was a time where, especially for YouTube, right? So there was no short form content. There's no threads. There was Twitter, but I wasn't really using Twitter a lot. And so it's like, damn, like, I want to create a video. I have to test the idea by making a long form video. Now I can test the idea by making a post on threads, right? Or I can make a short form video and see the response to that and decide, okay, I want to expand on this. I want to make a longer form video, right? So it's so good for that. And Gil said, Threads is definitely the first social media app I open up. Me too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to start muting it with my brick pretty soon because, you know, it is so good. Charisse, I hope this was helpful. I don't keep my phone near to bed for that very reason. Absolutely. So, yeah. Literally. Natty said, I'm not using threads to its capacity. Natty, I spoke about this earlier on in the video. Watch the replay because threads is really amazing. Focus to get fit says, for YouTube live, can you go live in horizontal or vertical? Is there a certain amount of subscribers that you need? Okay, so that's a good question. I did answer it earlier, but I will repeat it because it's so amazing. So, you can, if you are going live from your phone, which you can go live vertically from your phone. You do need 50 subscribers. If you go live from your computer, you need 0 subscribers, right? So I want you guys to remember that 0 subscribers. So you just have to go into YouTube Live Studio and you are able to go live. You don't need 50 subscribers or any amount of subscribers. Focus to fit, focus to get fit. Let me know if that makes sense. But yeah, so you don't. So see how I'm live on the computer right now? I don't need any subscribers to do so. So just in case it's something that you have been thinking about, excuse me, it is perfect. Because no, you don't have to. P.S. If you're here and you're on YouTube, please give me a like just so that other people can see my content. I appreciate you so much for being here and for listening in. And if you can do that, it would mean the world to me, friends. It's funny because every time I forget to ask that, I see the difference. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. I do want to ask. And it's also a lesson in asking for what you desire, right? So if you guys can give me a like, and I see a few people have already, thank you so much for being here and for watching. But it's just so helpful when you do. And it lets me know that you guys are enjoying whatever it is that I am doing. And so, but yes, you can. And so you don't need a certain amount of subscribers. I think Instagram recently raised, like, you could have gone live with almost no subscribers. And so they changed it. And so now you have to have, I think it's 1,000. TikTok, you have to have a certain amount as well. And I think YouTube is smart for leaving it open in that way. Right. But yeah, definitely. Y'all see Rio in the comments commenting as me. I love that man. um, guys, if you guys don't have any more questions, I can pop off. Thank you so much for people liking. See, ask and you shall receive. Okay. Sharice said, how often should we be going live or posting on YouTube? YouTube, I would say once a week is great. If you're posting on shorts, once a day is good. Because y'all know long form has longer leverage, right? It's just more leverage. So if you're posting long form once a week is good. If you're going live once a week is good as well. For me right now, I am kind of like getting all of the things that together that I want to really talk about, and bringing them together and doing a show like this. And I used to do this back in the day and I stopped. So I want to start back. And I had so much fun tonight. Now, as we move forward, I might definitely, not might, and I'm going to walk through this with you guys in the intensive as well. If this is something that you're interested in learning how to do, we are going to cover like picking a time and all of those things. Cause it's really good. If you guys know I'm live, what's today? Today's Monday. Yeah. If you guys know I'm live every Monday at 7 p.m., guess what will start to happen? You'll be here. So back in the day, my live stream time was, I think 6 or 8 p.m. on Fridays. And that made me so first of all, community is so key, and which is always my goal. Right? Helping people, always my goal. And it made me so much money. So I want to give you guys the gift of that. That's why I'm doing the intensive. It's free for the next 3 days. I will be live and I'm teaching. I already showed you guys all of my slides and stuff. I'm so excited, but literally. So I hope that was helpful. Long form content, I would say, is over 3 minutes, or even let's say 5 to 7 minutes. That's long form. To me, that's not hard. Okay. It's not hard at all. So I want you guys to think about it like that. Wait, Tammy said, wait a minute. I just joined. What we doing? We doing the move for real? For real? Tammy, we already moved, honey. Okay, we already moved. Tammy, where are you? Are you still on TikTok? Where are you? I want to know. Let me know. Yes, you need to watch it. It's going to stay up as a recording, Tammy. So you're going to see all the tea. And I want to hear from you, as you're watching it. Let me know your thoughts because I would love them. Can you speak about the intensive? Again, I got here late. Natty, I'm doing an intensive. It's going to be on the YouTube channel. But if you want like alerts for all the times and such, join the wait list. I think Rio pinned it. In the intensive, I'm live with you for 3 days. I'm going to really be breaking down. If you want to start a show, if you want to do a show, I'm going to break down everything you need to think about to make it a success. So if you want to do something like this, kind of like in this format, or you can. I'll talk about like different types of shows and things like that. We're going to go over like shows that I'm loving right now. Of course, it's live, but I'm going to be teaching about that for the next 3 days. I am doing a live challenge. And so, as I'm doing that live challenge as well, you'll get information about that live challenge too. That challenge is going to be bomb. I do that live challenge all the time, so I'm bringing it back this year. But I'm bringing back the free intensive just in case people don't join the live stream challenge itself, where I will be going live with you. It's a community. We'll be going live together. But in the intensive, I'm teaching you for free tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to talk about you building your own show and what that could be about. Camila, do you sign up for Threads with or without an Instagram account? I think you can sign up without Instagram or without having an Instagram account, Camila. But if you do have one, they'll ask you to link it. But I know you're not on Instagram. So I believe you can sign up without one. Let me see. My goal this year is to finally get YouTube. Live is a good way to get monetized. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great way to get monetized. Let me see. Sharice is like putting your glasses on, right? So Sharice came over to YouTube and she said, "You are super crispy on YouTube versus IG." Yes. Why is that? Well, let me tell you. So when you are doing videos on Instagram, so on YouTube, I'm streaming at 4K. I'm also hardwired in. I have my Ethernet plugged in. But on Instagram, no matter what you are streaming at, they compress your video to 720p. So that's why I look different on YouTube versus Instagram. That's why I also will always stream to YouTube, because people will come in and watch this after. They'll watch the replay after, and I want to make sure that they are having a great experience. And so even when people invite me to go live on Instagram, I'm like, Instagram is not going to push this live after. My people are not going to find this after. And that would always be, a thing that I would think about. So for me, I love streaming on YouTube. Why? Because it's a whole, I just literally created a YouTube video with all of you here watching. I'm going to put a thumbnail on it. I'm going to repurpose it. I can also use it later on to send out to my email list. I can make carousels out of it. And I'll be teaching all of this inside of our live challenge. But, it's something that, if I go live once a week, I have all my content for the week, right? Or even for the month, because I can break this up into so many pieces of content. And I want you guys to be working efficiently this year. This year, I don't want us to be feeling overwhelmed when it comes to content. Okay. There's no reason for that. So that's why I love going live, but I always want to make sure that YouTube is at the top of my strategy. Camila said the horizontal is way crispier than the vertical on YouTube too. Yes, which is why I'm doing both. So my strategy is that people might find me on the shorts feed while scrolling on YouTube, but I also want to make sure that they are here on, the long feed, so that they can find that content after. And even like, I've been live a few times this week as well, and I'm seeing both of them kind of doing the same thing. So it's just so interesting to watch. Sharice, did you sign up for the challenge? Did you sign up for the intensive or for the challenge? The challenge, if you did sign up for the challenge, that means you're in our private community, our membership. And if you are, welcome, friend. But if you sign up to be on the wait list and you're interested in the challenge, then yes, you'll still be in the community, because it's just such an amazing place to be. And we're teaching live or hosting a live Q&A in our community tomorrow. My husband and I usually coach together. And so that's where we coach on your setup and your set and all the things that you have and all of that jazz. So Just so much fun. When I say I love what I do, I genuinely love what I do. We just also finalized our trip to Bali. So if you are interested in that, we'll be sharing about it soon. You will be creating content overseas in Bali with my husband and I. Of course, we have limited spots available because we want to be able to pour into all the people that are there. But imagine traveling with us. uh Therese, I'll be sure. I'll if you DM me on Instagram, I will share the link for the challenge with you. Actually, so because I would love to have you in there. I love your energy. But yeah, yes. Coaching tips with Nick. Hey, hey, hey. Sign up for the wait list. I'm so happy that all of you guys are signing up for the wait list. It is the best place to be. You will find out all about the intensive, which is free tomorrow. Literally, I will be in your inbox telling you, hey, y'all, get onto YouTube because we're going live. But you'll also be able to learn everything that's coming up in the intensive as well. So you'll be able to pay attention. Make sure you come with your notebook, your water, all the things, because we're going to have some fun together. You're going to learn a lot, especially if this is something that you are interested in doing. Gary said, am I on the wait list? Gary, I don't know if you're on the wait list. Hopefully you are. Okay, you think so? You signed up. Okay. All of you guys are so amazing. If you're watching the replay, literally the information for the waitlist is inside of the description box. If you've gotten this far into the video, I feel like this is one of those videos that I would listen to while I'm washing the dishes. And do you guys do that? Like, I'll watch a live stream, but I'll have it playing in the background while I'm doing things or in my AirPods or while I'm working. I don't know, all the things. But I am going to see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. You guys have been such a pleasure to hang out with. I can't wait till we fully launch this the full show so that you guys can also, and this will be after, by the way, but I would love for you guys to have everything that you need in your toolbox to also do this with your people and grow your audience. I feel like I've met so many new people here today while I was live streaming. That the cool thing about live is that there are people that are watching you and they're hanging out with you, watching your content, liking your content, looking at all the things. But when you're on live, we get to build community together. We get to connect together. We get to realize that we're not alone. You know, sometimes we think I'm alone and, not wanting to create content today. But when you go live, you find out that a lot of people are. Right? Gil said, I'm literally doing laundry and setting up my studio for a shoot later. Wait, a shoot later? Gil, what time is it? Where are you? um, but I love that we were able to keep you company while you were doing that. So I'm so happy that you were able to join us today. If you have not liked the live just yet, y'all, please do. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm already hearing my voice cracking, and I need to drink all the tea for tomorrow because it's gonna be good. Okay. Let me see. Cherie said I was cleaning my bedroom, and she said, bring your water and your protein snacks, please. Yes, ma'am. Also, DM sent perfect, Cherise. I'll get into that with you when I get off. Uh, Coaching tips with Nick said, I'm finishing up my weekly reflection and watching this. Come on. I'm about to do some scripting and batching later. Come on. Let's get it. Miss Kathy Leeds said, well, you just helped me fix my chili and wash dishes. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's so good to meet you, Miss Kathy. And enjoy that chili for me. I could do with some chili right now, y'all. Anyway, I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for tuning in. Give me a like if you haven't done so. Get on the wait list. The intensive starts tomorrow. It's a time. If you've never been to one of my live trainings, you're going to have so much fun. Look down in the description box to get on there. Cherise, you absolutely have found your people. I'm telling you, you have. And if there's anyone that has worked with me before in here or even on socials, listen, it's a good time. So we are excited to have you in our ecosystem. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Softbox back here it's an older softbox. It's the Amaran. I can't even remember what number, to be very honest. However, Damn, what is it, Rio? I can't even remember. But you don't want it because I paid a lot of money for it back in the day. And now these are so affordable. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Legacy and Lens, it's so good to meet you. I'm seeing all of you guys here tonight. I love you all. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Have a good night, y'all.